Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee, Tea, and Me. I am Veronica Burnett, your speaker, advocate, coach, author, and all things that leads to better lives. Your encourager, your empowerer, your educator, teacher, whatever it is. So today is a special day for me because I have two wonderful people here with me to share with you about the benefits and how physical health impacts your mental health. So this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to make sure we that I honor that and make sure that what I am doing is actually helping the people. So again, I'm Veronica. I am a life coach, certified life coach, and my mission, sorry about that. My mission in life is to help others who have gone through traumatic life situations and are ready to start their lives again. And sometimes you just don't know where, so you need someone to help you. I know many times people go through situations and they muddle through it, they try to stumble through it, and they finally end up somewhere else. Well, guess what? It would be so much easier sometimes to have someone that's been through it who can walk you through the process, who can help you figure out your next steps. That's me. Um, so I'm an author, again, the Better Days Vision Journal, and I am a co-author with of Unmute Yourself, Speaking Our Truth Unapologetically, which is a number one bestseller. You can find both of those books on my website at veronicaburnett.com under publication. There is a great deal of knowledge there, a lot of resources there that you can find that can help you and your family members or someone that you love. So today, why did I create Coffee, Tea, and Me? So Coffee, Tea, and Me is a spinoff of my coaching programs. And in the Coffee, Tea, and Me settings, we come together, we meaning women, we come together and we talk about the issues that concern us. But we don't just talk about it. We leave with solutions. There are many times where we come in and we have a specific topic and we know that we are going to be able to share, share, share. And then in the end, someone else leaves with a transformation. Someone else's life is better. So that is why Coffee, Tea, and Me was created. Sometimes we will do them here on Facebook Live so that others can join us. Other times it is in the private Zoom room because there are some things we just don't want to put out there in the world for everyone to see. So we created a safe space just for that. If you are interested in joining us, then you can just go to my website and send me a message through there that you want to be put on the email list and receive the weekly newsletter. So today I have the first one, Janet Polite Penn, and she is also known as Coach J. I'm going to read her bio because I don't want to miss anything. She is a health strategist with over 30 years of experience in health and fitness industry as a certified holistic health coach, certified personal trainer, certified group exercise instructor, and black belt in martial arts. Coach J encourages women to hit refresh on healthy living. So you see why I asked her to join me. Coach J uses a unique fusion of faith, focus on healthy habits, and friendly boosts to help the women she coaches get healthier, move better, and feel amazing. So I am bringing to the stage Miss Janet, Coach J. Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here this morning.
Yes, yes. Listen, I told you backstage I was going to ask you what you're drinking. I hope everyone out there, you have your coffee, your tea, your favorite drink, your juice. I am sporting my Better Days cup, and I have chamomile, elderberry, and honey. It is so delicious. And I'll tell you about the
Sounds good.
elderberry syrup later. What
Sounds
do you
really
have?
good. I am trying to get all my water in.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm drinking now. Earlier today, I had my tea. I wake up every morning and I have a warm lemon tea with a hint of apple cider vinegar, and a dash of red pepper, and that just gets
Ooh,
my my
metabolism.
metabolism going and my energy going. So
Mhm.
it makes for a really good early morning workout. It makes for the energy that maintains me throughout the day.
Mhm. Good. It gives you a lot of energy. When I first
Yeah.
talked to you this morning, you were bouncing.
Yeah.
That's what it'll do for you. And we're going to talk about some of that later, but with Tasha when she joins us. But yeah, some of these drinks and these things that you put together, they're right in your kitchen, right there in your kitchen, and it gives you an energy boost. And it is not something that is has a lot of chemicals in it. It's natural,
Hmm.
and that's what our bodies need.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get someone in so that they can see us today. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. What everything we need has been prepared and given to us by God. So
Yes.
if we can just step back and look at that and
Mm-hmm.
just live holistically, then we will have everything we need. It's,
Mm-hmm.
we get caught up in the process because the process is easier,
Right.
especially with the lifestyles that we live now in terms of being fast and trying to get this things done real fast, that microwave mentality. You tend to go with the process because it's easier. You can get it done and make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to get to the next thing. But
Exactly.
it's really all about better days. It's all about getting healthier. It's all about making sure that whatever efforts you make count
Mm-hmm.
for your health.
Mm-hmm. I was reading this morning about trusting in God in your process. And a lot of times when you're reading, it talks about Noah and the ark and how he had to trust God in that process. Even when people looked at him crazy and strange, he was like, listen, I already know what the outcome is going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead through this process, even though it looks crazy, even though it doesn't look fruitful right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And
Right.
and we know the end result. But that's the same thing with us. We, like you said, we have a microwave mentality, and we go through our processes thinking, "Oh my God, this is never going to happen." Well, you're just on week one.
Right.
You're just
Absolutely.
on week
Week
one. You're
one.
just on month one. Maybe
Right.
it's year one of your
Right.
transformation journey, but you have to stick with the process. So I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's slow down a little bit. Tell us more about you and all of your certifications. Like, ladies and gentlemen, she is certified, okay? And she knows what she's talking about. But tell us a little of your journey getting to this point today and how you help others refresh.
Well, to not completely repeat, but my journey started after my well, I have one son.
Mhm.
Um, After him, because I gained so much weight during the process, the pregnancy. Um, Let me back up. It really didn't start there. Prior to that, I was fit. I was in the gym a lot. I was what they call adrenaline junkie because I did a lot of aerobics classes. I mean, I was always in the gym prior to that. That's kind of where I had plenty of time. You're young, you have nothing to do, at least in my mind at the time. That's what I thought. So that's where I was. And I was borderline bodybuilding, but not really knowing what I was doing because I didn't have a trainer. I didn't have, I would read up on things and I would say, go, hey, let me try this. So fast forward from that point, once I got married and pregnant and with baby, I gained so much weight. Now, I didn't think I was going to be in a position that I was because I was fit before. I knew what I needed to do and what I shouldn't be doing. But I don't know. I don't know what came over me in that whole process of being pregnancy, but I ate whatever. No, I take that back. Do know. The only time I was not sick was when I was eating. So I ate and I ate and what I ate showed up because I wasn't really conscious on how the things I was eating, which is extremely important, but I just ate and kind of filled out a lot of extra space in my volume that I was not pleased with. So I gained a lot of weight. And then after I had my son, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to be able to get this off. It's not going to be any problem. I've done it before. It's going to be easy. But as I mentioned before, it did not go that easy because I did not put me first. I did not prioritize my need or desire to get back in shape or to get healthy. I was really focused on baby. I was really focused on husband. So, when you pull yourself out of the to-do list or put yourself on the bottom of to-do list, you really never get to you. So, and that's really what happened. It happened for me for a year. And then fast forward a year from there, I decided a woman came to me in the class because she's seen me in the classes before, in the gym trying to get it back together. She said, you should be an aerobics instructor because you got a lot of energy, you're exciting, whatever. So I thought about it and I decided to do it. I said, what the heck? But again, in my mind, I'm thinking, I got all this weight. There's nobody going to be listening to me because I look like this. Why are they going to listen to me? Again, all this negative talk, which we have to be very careful with, negative talk will prevent you from doing your God-given tasks. So you have to be very careful with that. So I decided to jump ahead, go in it. What the heck? Let's go for it. Because I also knew that if I did not commit to them or to someone else, I was never going to be able to put me first and make a commitment to me to make it happen. So I decided to commit to somebody else again. And that's another whole story, but it worked. It got me in the industry. It got me working out. It got me being consistent because if nobody else showed up for class, I had to show up for class and I had to do class. And when I showed up for class, I always put all of me into it, which then allowed the weight to drop because the movement was there, the energy was there. And once the weight started dropping, then my whole conversation with myself changed. Like, I would look in the mirror and then I would like what I saw. I would make better decisions as to what I chose to eat because everything is a decision that you make. So it's the process itself is just making a decision within yourself and then moving forward. Sometimes you have to put things in place to help you along with your decision, like maybe picking up a coach along the way. Somebody's going to help encourage you to make the right choices and to get started. But make a decision, get going, and stick with it. So that has brought me to here, and I've just built upon my knowledge to do it from starting there to fast forwarding to owning a martial arts studio with my husband, and we did fitness and martial arts through that platform. As well as me doing the personal training and doing the health coaching. So it's just a continual process that I always wanted to learn more, so I can share more and help more people.
I love it. I love it. Um, I feel like it's some feedback. Can you hear any feedback? No.
No, I don't hear
Okay.
feedback.
I love that you said so many things. I was trying to like get as much out so that our people could see it and go and take notes. I did see one person say that they need a coach. So if you need a coach, reach out to Janet Polite Pen. I said all of your whole name together. Janet Polite Pen, and we're going to put her information in the chat in a few minutes. Okay. I want to go ahead and get with Miss Tasha, and then the three of us are going to come back together and talk some more. Okay. All right. Give me
Absolutely.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So coming to the stage in a couple of seconds is Miss Latasha Wells of Wellness Matters. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. I see you all typing in the comments saying good morning to me and to the ladies. So I'm going to read just a little about Latasha. First, let me just say I may be a little biased because she's been my lifelong friend since we were like 7 years old, and she's just been. I'm not going to start crying, so let me just hurry up. She's been a wonderful friend to me and my daughter throughout the years, and she's like family more than a friend. She's like my sister. So I'm going to read to you what's here, but for real, she's legit and she's my friend, and I'm going to leave it like that. She's studying to be an organic health specialist. She is a government employee, and she and her husband own a towing, tow trucking business. She began as a government employee over 10 years ago, working for the private sector for years. And they started their tow truck company in 2004. During the pandemic, she decided she needed to change the way she thought and felt about food, her health, and well being. In April 2020, she decided to start her wellness journey by eating plant based meals and exercising. So I want to bring Latasha on so that she can share with you her journey and where she is today and how she can help you live a healthier lifestyle using food. Food, ladies and gentlemen. So here is my wonderful friend. Hi, Latasha.
Hello.
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you, she is the owner of Wellness Matters. See, Wellness, show them your shirt, Tasha. Wellness Matters. WELLSNESS Matters. So, Tasha, welcome. Tell us what you're drinking this morning.
Thank you. I am drinking, look at my Wellness Matters cup. Today I'm drinking ginger, lemon, and pineapple mango sea moss. I know that's a
Ooh,
lot, but it's really good.
it's really good. It's like a tropical thing
Yes.
going on. I like
Yes.
that. I like that. I've had the privilege of having different sea mosses that you create, like the pineapple, right?
Yes.
Was it
Pineapple,
pineapple and strawberry? Was
strawberry.
so good, and elderberry.
hmm
Did
And a
you do
plain, I
ginger?
think I did
Yeah,
just
a
a
plain
plain
one. That
one.
was probably the
hmm
first one that I tried. They
Yes.
are all very good, and
Thank you.
um, one of the Facebook users says, "I'm here for it." I know that's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, before we go further, Tasha, I did forget to mention that we are not doctors, we are not clinicians. This is what we do. We have been trained, we have certifications, and we have testimonials of our products and services working. What we are sharing today is informational, and you can come back to us and try. You can come back to us and get coaching, and get information, but it does not replace what your doctor has told you. Before you do anything, I know you've heard before with exercising, before you start an exercise routine or before you go on a fast, make sure that you are healthy enough to go through it. So talk to your doctors before you do anything. If you already know your health status, you've already done it, you've gotten a recent physical, and you know that you can move forward, then absolutely reach out to my good friends here, Latasha and Janet. But before you do anything further, if you know that you're not, if you don't know where you are health wise, please reach out to your doctors first. And then we will be happy to take you by your hand and walk you through your journey of recovery. Okay. Um, Oh yeah. One of the Facebook users was talking about Janet. She said, "Oh, you and your husband, that you two are working together," and as well as Janet and her husband. I love that. It's so inspiring. So, Tasha, tell us more about your journey to where you are today. I did not mention that you had a situation that led to this. So, can you tell us a little about this, or your client that had the situations?
Sure.
Anything you want to share?
So, during the pandemic last year, um, I think it was back in like the beginning, so March, April, right when we started to hear that it had hit United States. I realized that I had a UTI. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to patient first. I'm not going to any urgent care. I'm not going to the doctors because at that time we didn't know a lot about COVID-19. So I looked up some recipes, looked up some herbs because in the last couple years, I have been having a garden and I grow different herbs and vegetables. And so I decided, hey, let me look up to see what would help with that. And sure enough, I found out that oil of oregano would help. And so thankfully I had some in my cabinet, and I took it and I looked on how to use it. And so I poured a little bit in some water, and then I took some, rubbed it in my hand, and then rubbed it at the bottom of my feet and put socks on. And literally the next day, no issues.
What?
And so I was like, yes, I'm a firm believer of it. And not just that. And then when I started to hear like a cousin being sick, and just different family members and friends, how they were being sick or being affected by the COVID-19, I wanted to make a change. And I knew that by eating healthy, drinking healthy, exercising, that would help me if I was to be infected, or just to help me to help keep the disease at bay. And
Mhm.
so I did more research about sea moss, and the different products that I make and sell to help boost my immune system, um, and to give me energy and things like that.
Okay. I love the fact that you didn't stop with just helping yourself, but you reached out and you helped your family members, and I can truly say your friends. Um, can you tell us some of the products that you've now, since you've done your research and you're studying and things, tell us some of the products that you put together, some of the remedies you put together, and how they help us.
So I make a ginger and turmeric shot. I
Mhm.
actually have it. Can you see it?
Good.
And this, you have to shake it, and it has pepper. I don't know if you can see the pepper in it. And ginger and turmeric is really good for your immune system. It gives you energy. It's good for your skin. It has lemons in it as well, vitamin C. And so I drink that usually first thing in the morning, along with lemon water, warm lemon water. Um, I also make the sea moss, and that's really good for energy. It helps with mucus and things like that. Energy. That's the energy. Yeah, energy. Elderberry syrup. I love elderberry syrup. I
Yes.
started making elderberry syrup because, again, it helps with the immune system. And one of my daughters, I started giving it to her, and she was like, Mommy, I gotta have some more. And I was like, why? Like, she was calling me every day, like, please make me some more. And she told me that it's actually helping her sleep. And I
Wow.
didn't even realize that. I saw where it said something like stress reliever, but she said it gives her such peace when she lays down at night, and it helps
Mm.
her sleep a lot, well, better. And so it also helps with asthma. And I think you know that. I think
Yes.
asthma and allergies. And
Mhm.
so those are the few that I make as far as taking by mouth. I also
Okay.
make other like soap and lip gloss and things like that.
Mhm. My daughter loves your lip gloss. And so we have one in the car and one in my purse, so we will never be without it. But you're right, the elderberry syrup is very good for fighting the inflammation. And I didn't realize that the ginger and turmeric was good for fighting inflammation, which is, I mean, not
It's
mucus, mucus, and inflammation. But I
inflammation.
didn't realize that I could use that for my to fight my allergies
Mm-hmm.
and asthma too. So I'll be getting that from you. Thank you. So, but thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to bring Janet back on, and we're going to talk a little more about how all of this works together to help us live healthier lives. Like, how does it all work together? We have the exercise, but then you also have the healthy eating and the supplements, and then you have the coaching for the mental space. But all of that together, how does it work for your mental state? Either of you can join in and answer either. That would be
Well, based off of physical health itself, physical health is a combination of all of that. When you talk about physical health really is just things that you can do to make your health better. And that's pretty much how I look at it. That's just everything that you can physically do for yourself. So you can physically move, you can physically make healthy choices in what you eat, you can physically get sleep, you can physically, so that physical health, whatever, whether it's good or bad, is what you do to make healthy choices and to be healthy. And that influences your overall well-being. So it affects your brain, the way you think, the way you feel, um, how you express yourself, which then translates to confidence. I mean, it's just, it's a lot of things that feed off of physical health. So with exercise itself, I mean, you have the dopamine and the serotonin that your body, the chemicals that are produced within your body, and that gives you that sense of happiness. You may not necessarily feel like you want to start a workout, because I know I do. I'm I do that. I have to change my thought process too, and that's another conversation. But you may not feel like working out, but I promise you, the minute you start working out and you start moving, you feel better. You gain energy, and that energy carries you through the day. So I'm excited about that.
I agree. Sometimes I try to exercise first thing in the morning, and when I do, I feel so much better. My mental space is better. I'm more energized. And like you said, there are times where I'm like, I really don't want to exercise, but I choose to. I'm happy that I'm able to, because there are people that can't. So that's what I put in my mind. I make the decision to exercise because I can. I choose to. And once I do, I feel so much better.
Yeah, that is amazing to approach it from that standpoint. I exercise not because I have to, because I can. Because a lot, like you said, a lot of people cannot do that. They can't move, and they aren't able to. But that's good. That's a really good way to reframe it. I choose to. I'm taking control. I'm, going to do this for me.
Yes. One thing that this reminds me of, your comment reminds me of something that I heard recently. So I hope my father doesn't mind. I love him and I hope he loves me back. So I'm going to share this anyway. So a few months ago, my dad fell and broke his knee. And so he's been down for months now. And my mom, my daughter, and I have been taking care of him. And I do the trash duty that I don't like. But anyway, someone like him who's used to, when he's outgoing and he's going to work every day, but now he can't. And so just like Tasha just said, you do it because you can, because somebody else cannot. So my dad was in a situation for months where he could not get up and move, where he could not walk to the kitchen and get his food, where he couldn't go to work and go up and down the steps like he wanted to. And truth is just, it's him breaking something in his body. But what about that person like me who will sit on the sofa and watch TV, or sit at my computer all day? There's so many of us that have sedentary lifestyles because of our work, and we're at the computer all day long. But you can get up out of that chair and move your body in some kind of way. But I love that Tasha said, do it. She does it because she can. There's somebody else out there that cannot. So if you can move your body, get up and move your body. And Janet, I love that you said when when you're exercising, it releases serotonin.
Serotonin,
I want
dopamine,
to make sure
yes.
I pronounced it right, and it didn't get stuck in these
Serotonin.
braces. But I can remember a time where, was very sad, probably borderline depressed. I don't know. But I called my best friend, and one of my best friends, and I was like, hey, I need you to go walking with me because I need to get out of this house. If I stay in this house, I'm going to like really just go crazy. So she went with me to the sports and learning complex, and we walked. I don't know how many miles we walked, but I walked and I cried and I talked and I got it all out. And in the end, I felt so much better. Now, the situation didn't change, but I felt better. And I was able to think clearly and realize, you know what, it's not the end of the world.
Mhm.
It isn't. But so let's keep moving forward. So Janet does the exercise. Tasha exercises and has wonderful products. And I am the life coach. So, what is it that people can do now to get started so that it can jumpstart their health healthy lifestyle journey? Let me just say this because it's something that came to me the other day, and then I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Um, what came to me the other day was we hear the term lifestyle, 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 and I think it's so cliche to use that term now because it's a lifestyle, but you can change that lifestyle at any moment. How about
Mhm.
you make it part of your life? Or how about you make it who you are inside at this time? Rather than a lifestyle which can change at any moment, what can you do now that can be part of your life or who you are going forward? So, what can you help our people with today, Janet? How they can get started? Just a simple movement from sitting down to getting up and moving.
Um, well, the biggest thing initially is identify what I coach is I have people to identify what is stopping you from moving. Identify that because you can I can say get up and get moving, and I can be there with you to get up and get moving, and I can encourage you to get up and get moving, which would probably happen for, oh no, maybe a good week, maybe even a good 2 weeks. But if you haven't identified what is preventing you, what is stopping you from doing that thing or even making that decision to move, you're going to be back right where you started. So first of all, I want you to take an idea of what that is. What's stopping you? What's blocking you? What's preventing you from getting moving? Now, it could be a series of things. It could be that you're in so much bodily pain now that you are uncomfortable and can't move. And I would go out on the limb and say, and it's not a really thin limb, it's pretty solid limb, and say your body is probably full of inflammation that's causing a lot of the pain and discomfort. So exercise will help you address that, as well as the way that you're eating definitely helps you to address the inflammation. It could be you don't have time. There are 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. We just got to decide what we do with that 24 hours in a day. So you just, and I don't want to sound mean or pushy or anything like that. It's just being realistic about what you really do have control over, because we have so much more control than we realize, admit, or want to really deal with. So, to get up and move, make a decision to do it. Figure out what's stopping you from doing it. Come up with a plan that it say if it is inflammation or if it is you're in pain and you cannot move, you don't have to move for the 30 minutes. You don't have to start moving for the hour. Give me 5. How about 10? Just get moving and be consistent about whatever you decide to do in your movement. So put on some music and dance for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just get up. You're sitting at the computer. Right now, we can all just get up right now and march in place for 5 minutes while we're talking. It's movement. It's very simple where it slips in, or where you can slip movement in.
I love that, Janet. Like I said, I'm not one who exercises a lot, but when my daughter's PE class is going, like these kids are not just running around in circles. They are doing some really strenuous exercise movements. I don't know where these kids get these ideas from, but I found myself, let me just do a little bit with them. And so I'll be in my room while my daughter is in class and I'm listening and I'm participating in her room from the elbows to the knees. And then I'm going to sit down or push ups. I can't do push ups on the floor, but I can definitely go to the wall and do a
Right.
off maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
um but I'm still hurting 2 days later from doing exercise with her class. And that is probably 15 or 20 minutes that they do this, but you can find it anywhere. And sometimes I'll put music on in the house, and we just like listening to music. I'm dancing in between or with her songs, whatever it is on that Trolls handle. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm dancing with it because I've realized I have to move my body because I sit so much. Every single day, I sit a lot. And I found that when I sit a long time, my back and my
Absolutely.
tailbone hurts
Yep.
so bad when I get up, and I have to get up in stages. Like,
Yep.
wait, I'm not 100.
Yep.
But
Yep.
sitting down will keep your body like stuck, and you're not moving your muscles, you're not stretching your muscles, your blood isn't flowing like it needs to flow for things to grow and reproduce. You're
Mhm.
just sitting there. And I'm talking to myself right now. But Latasha, go ahead.
So, sometimes what I tend to do is I'm always on conference calls, and I'm like you, I sit a lot for my job, my government job. And so, what I find is sometimes I'll do 20 jumping jacks during my conference call, or some sit ups, or I hate push ups, but I try. um, but that's what I've been trying to do is do a little exercise during my conference calls. Even if it's not a conference call, if I'm just sitting there, I try to just get up from time to time. And where we're living now, we have a lot of steps. So sometimes I actually, um, instead of using the powder room, the restroom, the powder room on the first floor where my office is, I'll go up the steps every time I need to use the restroom. That way I'm moving, I'm getting my steps in. So that's what I tend to do. I try to do. And also because I love music. So like last night, I have Fit On app, and so I'll just do a dance exercise because that's fun, you know. So I lift weights, but sometimes because I get in a mood where I'm just like, I don't want to exercise, I will do a dance exercise because that's fun.
Mhm.
So I try to make, just find ways to make it fun instead of just doing it just because.
Right. Right.
Right. You would quickly lose interest that way.
Mhm.
We have one Facebook user. She is all over the comments, and um, she says she works out with her daughter in her gym in high school. Um, she does push-ups on the wall too. She enjoys working out with her daughter. So
Good.
find a partner that you can work
Absolutely.
out with. It makes it so much more enjoyable, and you're not thinking so much about the task at that moment. You're thinking
Mhm.
about the interaction that you're having with your friend, and you can get through it. You can push each other
Yes.
during that workout session. She said she walked this morning for 27 minutes by herself and she felt good. Oh, wow.
Nice.
We had to do, I can remember the other day why did I do that? We did, her class did wall sits. Is
Mm-hmm.
that
Mhm. Mhm.
Listen to me. 30 seconds sitting on the wall almost took me out.
It looks so easy,
It
but
does.
not.
Yes. And she was dipped all the way down. She says, Mom, look like I'm in the chair. Well, I'm on a chair that's like with an incline because I can't go that far. I might get stuck. But it was a start. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is helping you, please share the video, share our conversation with your friends onto your Facebook page, tag somebody, um, because right now you're getting some really good nuggets and some gems. Tasha, I know that my mom had, I'm telling everybody's business. My mom used your ginger and turmeric shots, and she said that they were very, very, very helpful with her and her legs, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her legs. And so, and then I have other friends who have tried your products and definitely has helped them combat some of the arthritis that they're feeling too. So, like Janet was saying, when you are in pain, there's some places where you can start to get your body prepared for exercising and
Yes.
prepared for moving, like those ginger and turmeric shots. If you're struggling with different movements and inflammation and joint pain and things like that, that's some place where you can start healthy eating. Um, Tasha, can you share with us some of the foods that you found that work for you? I know last night you sent me a picture of what was it? Shrimp
Shrimp.
and
It was air fried shrimp
um,
and zoodles, zucchini noodles, in a vegan butter and garlic sauce. So sometimes I will do vegan. I will go vegan or plant based, and I do find that when I am more plant based, I don't have as much inflammation. I'm starting to see that dairy will cause me to have more inflammation. So I try to stay away from dairy products. Um, Celery juice, I know some people are like, ew. I was like that in the beginning, but I actually try to juice celery every morning, 16 ounces on an empty stomach. And let me tell you, it has done amazing things to my body.
yeah,
And also the turmeric and ginger shots, they are amazing. A few months ago, I was having some serious sciatic pain. And I mean, like, I had never experienced that type of pain, like to the point where just laying down, I was in a lot of pain, and I just constantly would take the shots and drink the celery juice, and slowly but surely, it went away, and I'm to the point now where I feel much better about myself. So I do try to. We have a lot of products or a lot of food and um, herbs in our cabinets that you can use. The ginger turmeric shots is just ginger, turmeric, lemon, and black pepper. Black pepper is what activates the turmeric.
Mhm.
So, and like Janet, sometimes I have made a, I can't remember all the ingredients, but it's amazing. It's like cucumbers, apples, um, a jalapeno, a serrano jalapeno pepper.
Serena.
Oh my goodness, it's spicy, but it's sweet and it's really good, and it just gives you so much energy. So I just try to find recipes that are healthy, that will get me to move my body more, build my metabolism. I have noticed that my metabolism has gone has increased, and I'm sleeping better because at one point I was only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep
There
at
you go.
night. And so the elderberry syrup has, since my daughter has told me that, definitely the elderberry syrup has helped me a lot. So definitely, I just enjoy trying to find new recipes that are herbal or that are um, fruits, vegetables, plant based.
Mhm.
I realized that a lot of times, going back to the UTI and antibiotics, a lot of times antibiotics will do more harm to your body than good. And so,
Mhm.
again, that's why I started researching and trying to find herbs that would be more beneficial to me versus antibiotics.
Mhm. Mhm.
The one thing that I can say, I say that often. A lot of things I can say. The when you introduced me to the celery juice, I was the one who said that's just crazy. But when I first tasted it, it was so good. It
It's
actually had a
good.
sweetness to it, and
Mhm.
maybe it was the I don't know where it was grown, but it was so very 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 good. So you introduced me to juicing, which has helped a lot. Um, I'm so sorry about the motorcycle. My wonderful neighbors love their motorcycle, everybody. But the celery juice is wonderful for digestive issues. So if you have digestive problems, try it before reaching for a chemically produced laxative. I'm not
Yes.
saying not to try the laxative. I'm saying try the celery juice, and I guess maybe about 6 to 8 ounces is what I drank the first time, and I really like it cold. but it's
Yes.
very, very, very good for you. And I found that drinking that first thing in the morning, like she said, really did help me to feel lighter inside, and I did see that my belly was going down because I mean, this might be gross, but we do carry a lot of fecal matter in our bodies that can poison your system if it's not properly eliminated completely. So you want to get that out. So if you're having digestive issues, if you're not going to the restroom, you know what I mean, as often as you think you should, because some people don't go every day, three
Mm-hmm.
times a day, like it says in the book, is not normal for everybody. But if you find that you're feeling constipated and bloated, that will keep you from moving. That will keep you from exercising.
Mm-hmm.
It'll keep you from eating properly. But try something like the celery juice. Another thing that I like, Tasha, that you introduced me to from the juicing, I figured out that I like cucumber. I'm going to give you my recipe: cucumber, gala apples,
Mm-hmm.
and either pineapple or passion fruit or lemon. It makes a lemonade for me. And so it could either be sweeter or tartar, depending on what you put in it. But definitely the cucumber, I'm getting my vegetables. The fruit, I'm getting the apples and the pineapples. Pineapples are good, have a lot of fiber in it, and that can help with your digestion as well. Cucumbers help with your skin. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying this because there are ways to eat healthy,
Yes.
and I can't bite into an apple right now because of these. I don't like cutting them up, but I can definitely drink the juice. I can definitely get that inside of me to boost me to want to do more. So when you start somewhere with the eating right, getting the inside of your body right, you're like, listen, I'm not going to sabotage this body and how
Yes.
I feel by laying here and doing nothing else. You want to do more because you start seeing the results, and then you start to feel better. Like Janice said, like what you see, you start to like what you see, either internally because your mental space is a lot freer and healthier, or your body starts changing. I know I want to get back into those size 10 pants that I bought last year that still have the tag on them. But I have to do something. And so that's what we're here for. So, because I don't want to keep everybody, I know everyone wants to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. Tasha, tell us how we can find your products and how we can connect with you.
You can find my products on wellnessmatters.com, WELLSNESS matters,
Uh-huh.
MATTERS.com. Also, I came up with the name really quick because my last name is Wells, and I was just trying to figure out like how can I make it different. And so that's how I came up with Wellness Matters.
Mhm.
Or you can reach me at latasha.wells@wellnessmatters.com.
All right, wait, I'm putting it in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay. If my fingers will let me move. Okay, wait, I'm almost there. Latasha.wells Latasha.wells at wellnessmatters.com.
Yes.
All right. All right. Did I get it?
Yep.
All right, there we go. And you have the ginger shots, and you
The
have the
sea
elderberry
moss.
and the sea moss in different
Mhm.
flavors. And you have a flavor of the week sometimes, you have a flavor
Yes.
of the month
Yep.
sometimes. And the way to find out all of her specials and her flavors and what she has going on, you need to go to her website at wellnessmatters.com, and you will follow her there, put in your information, and you will get all of the updates on all of the upcoming deals and specials that she has and her new products. Um, yeah, and her facial products are coming out soon. I've tried, listen, I am the one who's going to try everything that Latasha puts out, okay? And I have not been disappointed at all.
Thank you.
I love the turmeric mask that you gave me.
Oh,
to try.
okay.
I love that. So yeah, I'll
And the
need.
rose petal salve, I think you said you.
Oh my gosh, yes, the rose petal salve is very good. It clears up dark marks on you. I don't know how it helps other people, but for me, I have a lot of dark marks. You know that whenever brown people scar, our pigment, it leaves a dark, dark, dark mark and a dark scar. And if you pick like I do, then it's even worse. And so I've been using it during the day and at night before I go to bed, and it's absolutely helped to
Nice.
lighten those marks. And I'm pretty sure that one day they'll all be gone. So the rose petal salve, I love it. I love it. All
Thank
right.
you.
So Janet, tell us how we can find out. Oh, you have a challenge coming up, right?
I do. I
Yes,
do.
tell us about the challenge.
I do. So, what's happening is June 1st through the 5th, I am doing a fitness challenge, and the challenge is what it is. It's a challenge, but it's definitely doable for anybody who's interested in participating because there are levels of things, and it's because my focus is faith, um, fitness, focus, and food. Those are my focus. I fuse those concepts together in order to get you at your desired goals. I have the platform that the 5 days of this challenge that I'm doing for 5 days is going to incorporate those. So um, I want you to know that going to God and being in His face and getting direction from Him as you move
Mm,
also helps you to become the person that He has designed you to become. So in essence, in with everything in this 5 day challenge that I'm doing, it's really to help you jumpstart in your movement, in your fitness level. So you want to start with fitness. We're going to talk about food, but you're going to really be focused on just movement. Some fun things that I create for you, you decide for yourself. Um, because there's a you call it day where you pick out your most enjoyable thing to do and you do it. So I'm going to challenge you. We're going to start with, a short period of time. We're going to do longer periods of time, but that's what the challenge is about, to get you moving and to get you to stretch yourself just a little bit so you can get in a habit of getting in the movement process. But yeah, I really want to encourage women to love on themselves by
mhm.
taking the time to serve yourself.
Yes,
And sometimes you have to do that first, and it's okay.
yes,
Sometimes you have to do that first. So once you do that, grab a partner, just like one of our friends on Facebook said, grab a partner. Works out with their daughter. If you don't want to do it alone, you can have a virtual partner. You can have, a partner right next to you. Just get moving. And
yes.
walking is always a wonderful thing, but in your walking, try to challenge yourself as well. So yes, join me on my 5 day challenge. That is um, you can either um, DM me,
Mhm.
um, or you can reach me at Real Results with an S, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2 at gmail.com. So that's Real Results for you too at gmail.com. And I would love to have a conversation with you in reference to getting you started and getting you moving. Real Results. Nope.
Oh, I missed the letter. All right, let's try it again. Real
Real results
results for
for
you
you too
at
at
Gmail.
gmail.com. Yep.
I knew had done something, and now I'm putting H mail.
At gmail.com. Yes. So, yeah, I would be honored and excited. Absolutely perfect
Okay.
to work with you.
Listen, I worked out with Janet many moons ago when I first met her at Glendale Baptist Church, now the Sanctuary. Um, and she was the aerobics instructor at our church. And so she did step aerobics, and I love the step aerobics class. And yes, she will challenge you, but she's so sweet and so compassionate. And like, I got sick probably the first day because I hadn't worked out ever. And I got sick. And she came out, she rubbed my back and brought me some tissue and everything. She was so sweet about it. But then she was like, okay, you ready? All right. I said, okay. but um but yeah, ladies, this has been wonderful. I hope that all of you are who are watching has found this information valuable, and that you will share it with your friends in your community, that you will reach out and support these two beautiful women who have shared their Saturday morning with you, and they are here to serve you. That is what they are. That's their heart. I know their hearts. I can say that and not feel like, oh my God, is that wrong to say? I know that they have a heart for serving, and you can see it and hear it in what they have shared today and how they interact with you later on. So reach out to Latasha at wellnessmatters.com, or latasha.wells@wellnessmatters.com, and Janet at realresultsforyou2@gmail.com. That's real results, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2 at gmail.com. Join her fitness challenge June 1st through the 5th. It is focus, faith, fitness, and food, and she's going to talk you through all of it. Latasha is going to get you fit on the inside. She will help you come up with a regimen that works for you so that you can be healthier inside, and then get to working out with Miss Janet, changing the trajectory of your lives. I am Coach Veronica Burnett. I do have a 90-minute um, intensity session, 90-minute intense coaching session. Some people don't want to go through a 6-week program. You're not at the point where you need a whole year to work through something. Sometimes you just need someone to hear what you're saying and help you get back on track. So that's what my 90-minute sessions are. And you can reach out to me at info@veronica.com, and we can set up your appointment and get you started. Again, you can find all of that at my website at veronicaburnett.com. I do want you to stay in touch with me so you can join the newsletter there, and you can be a part of Coffee, Tea, and Me when we have our private groups. That's where the real deep conversations go down. If there are some topics that you want to talk about or you want to hear talked about with Better Days, you can always DM me or send me an email, and we will absolutely talk about it. All right,
Oh,
ladies. Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry. I forgot to mention my website.
Okay.
Duh. Hit refresh with Janet.com.
Hit refresh.
Yeah. Hit refresh with Janet.com.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
So yeah, you can get a little bit more information about me there as well. And again, if you want to know about the challenge, definitely DM me and I'll send you the information. DM me, I'm interested, or email, I'm interested, and I'll
Yeah.
send you the challenge. Thank
Hit
you so much,
refresh.
Veronica.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
you're
you.
so sweet.
Good
You're
seeing you.
welcome. All right, y'all
Good
wait
talking
for
with you,
me.
Tarsha.
Same here, Janet.
All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a
Bye.
wonderful
Thanks.
day.
Thanks, everybody.
Move on purpose.
That's right.
Absolutely.